up digital gold. TA with TI Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy, never the mission.
That's right, guys. Piper Academy. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. And let me just adjust my camera. 1 second. There we go. All right. Very good. Let's go and get started. Of course, my name is Joe. It's Trade Intuition. This is the TA, the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy Network. My name, once again, is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where on this segment of this network, we show you how to successfully trade. We go from the very beginning, the basics, the foundation of trading with support and resistance. That's what we do, support and resistance. So let's see here. I do believe we're live, so so we're live. Okay, good. All right, so let's go and get started. This is Crypto Bubbles. Crypto Bubbles right now, not looking so hot. You know, we have a lot that are in red. We have some that are in green, some double digits. We have Ray, BGB, Virtual, still in the green. We have moved it a really great number yesterday. Of course, yesterday it just got listed on a bunch of exchanges, Binance, I believe Coinbase, KuCoin, bunch of exchanges right off the bat, and it did really well. And then now just people taking profit. This is expected. This is what's expected. All right, so here we go. Username says, also known as Tradester Joe. Let's see here, or also known as. I was actually looking for a Ron Burgundy video thing so I can put up here, and I'm still looking for one, but couldn't find it. Spent about 10 minutes yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm spending too much time. I gotta do work. But that's funny. All right, guys, definitely smash the like. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. What we do here is, of course, we just show you how to basically trade and answer any questions you may have, whether it's what indicators, what does, how do you do support, resistance. This is geared towards beginners, but there are a lot of tips and tricks that also the seasoned traders absolutely love. So this is pretty much for everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at the liquidations. We haven't looked at this in a bit. So went ahead and refresh the page. For liquidations on long, we have 1.83 million on the 1 hour time frame. Shorts are getting liquidated. Why? Possible bear trap. Possible bear trap. We're going to look at Bitcoin in just a moment, but this is one thing that I presented to my community. And of course, we have the Trade Intuition. I have my Telegram group, and then there's the Piper Academy Discord group. So 2 different entities, but doing the same thing. We're making people money. So with that being said, 4 hour, people are losing money. Going long. We got liquidations, 79 million. So it was going one direction, and then it flipped. And this is why we trade level by level. For the 12 hour longs is 316, just crazy. Now, we have a bunch of shows on this network, a bunch of shows. And of course, that's all on the top over here. One thing that today's video, I can't even talk. Today's video was great. Right around the 13-minute mark. Definitely watch that. 13-minute mark, watch that, and you're going to understand why the market kind of just took a dump, and why Bitcoin took a dump. And then right around the 18-minute mark, there's another very valuable segment of the show. I strongly recommend you watch that. So at least the 13-minute mark, at least the 18-minute mark, those are the areas where you really want to see. And of course, watch the entire show. Make sure to smash the like, make sure to leave a comment. And on with the show. So let's go over here. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're going to look at the liquidations. I want to see more about the liquidations. So let's go over here to this liquidations. And during this time, if you have any coins you want me to do, put them in the chat. And then of course I will see if they're ready to enter, or if we can set an alert so we can all make money when it's ready. So let's go ahead and look at liquidations, do the heat map. What does the heat map say on the 24-hour? Well, we have a lot of heat right up here at 98.7. And then we have some more heat right around the 98.4. The brighter the color, the more liquidations. The more liquidations, the greater possibility that we may go to that area. We saw that we had some areas down here. They weren't super bright, but they were, you know, a little bit brighter. And you can see that we did come down to it. Now, very important to understand that with the liquidations heat map, what it does is it pretty much tracks the orders where people will get liquidated on longs or shorts, in addition to stop losses and possibly open orders. This is why it's very important to know that these areas can be manipulated, also known as spoofing. We can have huge whales put orders in way down here, and this will be super bright yellow, and it'll trick everybody. Oh, it's going to come down because it's really bright versus a lighter bright yellow, and it'll trick traders. Traders will start coming down, and then the market makers will also make the coin come down so that it could trap more traders thinking that it's going to come all the way down to this super bright yellow. Then what the market makers can do, because this can easily be spoofed, cancel their order. Now this goes away, and now it traps all those people, and now it comes back up. So trapping all of the shorts, liquidating a whole bunch of shorts, and that's how it can be spoofed. So be very careful with this. This is a guide, but it is not the answer. I cannot stress that enough. I love looking at this. I pretty much stopped looking at this for a while until some of my members were asking about it on my Telegram group. And so we started looking at it more, and it literally was playing out 9 out of 10 times, literally. So right now we're looking at, once again, 98.7 and around 98.4 for the area of Bitcoin possibly going to. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. We mentioned this yesterday in reference to the price was right here. Price could come down, do a candle close with a wick to around this level. We got it pretty spot on. And again, this is just a guess. There's no science behind it. There's no guru thought process or knowing what's going to happen. If I knew that, man, I'd be a multi-millionaire. But I'm not, because it's all probabilities. All I did was look to the left. Here we have this area here where it stopped, this wick where it stopped. I just chose an area right in between and missed it by a few dollars. Now, of course, it came up, produced a wick, came back into this area. Now, I do have a video on my channel. Let me see if I can bring that up really quick. I believe it's here. Let's do this really quick, because I think everybody needs to watch this. This, in my opinion, is very important. It's right here, Reversals Explained. It's about an 8-minute video, and there's only 13 people who have gained value from this video. 13. If you're unsure of how to use TradingView, I have spent literally maybe 30 hours editing this video, plus this video, so total of 30 hours so far. And we have about 47 people who have watched it. So if you could definitely do me a favor, watch the videos, smash the like, of course, leave a comment or two. This, you might see something in here that you might not have known about, or maybe forgotten. There's been a lot of updates. So this one is a very in-depth with a whole bunch of timestamps. This right here, definitely, you need to watch this. This talks about reversals. Everybody says, oh, when there's a reversal or a bear trap or bull trap or what have you, how do you know? Like, what time frame? How many candles? What defines a trap? I show you right here in this video. So definitely check that out. I'm going to put this in the chat too. So let me go ahead and put this in the chat. So share this, copy this. I'll bring it to the chat, and here we go. So definitely check out that video. I strongly recommend it. It's gonna shed a lot of light, especially if you don't understand the question as far as, what defines a reversal. Okay, so let's go ahead and minus this again. So we're looking at this. We're seeing that it's starting to come up. Do we enter? Nope. It's not a confirmed reversal. We have to wait. And then sure enough, on this next candle, it comes down. Excuse me. I made additional videos for my Telegram group where saying that we might get a candle close here, but do we enter for a long? Nope, sure don't. How about here if we get another one? Nope, sure don't. We have to wait several candles in order for us to gain the momentum we need to see for a positive move upward, because they can easily fake us out and come down once again. Here, I made, I believe, an updated video, or this was on my live stream. I do so many videos, guys. I don't know if it's on this channel, if it's on my channel, if it's in my Telegram group, if it's for YouTube, if it's for my members of YouTube. I'm always making thought process videos because, in my opinion, it is very important to understand the why. And that's what I do. I do a lot of explaining on the whys. And here, I was saying I'm looking for a 4-hour candle to close with a wick to basically just ruin to wreck all the ones that are going short, and then to come down to wreck all the longs, because now they're thinking, oh, we're going to go up, to wreck all the longs, come over here, and more than likely break our level that we had. This is our trend line from the previous bull market, and then to come up and then now start going up. This is my thought process. This was my thought process earlier today. Now we can see that the coin is coming up. Bitcoin is coming up. Nice wick on the bottom. Very nice wick. Let's hide all this so we can see what's going on. Beautiful long wick on the bottom. And now it's starting to come up. Here's the thing though. Do you want to long Bitcoin now? In my opinion, no. It's too risky. Could you do this and then become a genius and say, hey, I nailed the bottom, I'm the best, and everything else? Sure, of course, everybody does, but it's very risky. Now, if you wanted to, you could put an entry here with a stop loss. Normally, people are going to put stop losses around here. If we do this around here. So what I would do is I would put my stop loss underneath where everybody else will put their stop loss, so that when this gets wicked out, if it gets wicked out, yours is still in play. But it just depends on how much leverage you have and how much money you have it to where you're willing to lose that additional 0.5% or 1%, depending on how much you're trading with. All right, moving on. So right now, Bitcoin's looking good. I have it to where in the description of this video, bull trap possible. And I did that an hour ago when I saw this. It's like, okay, more than likely, it might come up. And if it does, great. Let's go ahead and put some of these indicators on here. No divergence, nothing like that. And these are just simple indicators. These are indicators that, every beginner would use. Now, of course, I do recommend the chart prime indicators. And of course, that link is in the description. With this, you get some major alpha on this. Now, of course, I have a bunch of indicators on here. Don't think that you have to have all these on here. And I turn them on, I toggle them on and off depending on what I want to see. But as you can see, it is a wealth of information. And if you're already either seasoned trader or a trader that pretty much knows, support, resistance, and how to enter, I strongly recommend getting Chart Prime. The link is in the description. This indicator is an absolute beast. For those of you who know me and have followed me for a very long time, I do not like indicators. I don't. I love this one. This one has done some work, and that you can see all the hard work they put into it, and I love it. I love it. All right, going back to a clean chart, that way everybody doesn't freak out. But yeah, you just toggle them on and off each indicator, and then you can see what you need to see, and then toggle it off. But I do like this. We got Lunar Beaches in the house with a bingo and a bango. A bingo and a bango. Smash the likes, guys. Yes, definitely smash the likes. We're just getting started, guys. We are just getting started. We got username with 3. I love it. Pepe. Peak. Actually, we just entered. No, we added to our peak. We moved up our stop loss to plus 18 or something. Or 50. I don't even know. Since y'all are here, I'm going to go ahead and share my personal group's VIP chart. So just to let you know, you do have a special treat in store for being here. And not saying that my charts are the best, but mine are very easy to read, very easy. And of course, I have more information in the actual group as far as text goes, because it's a follow-up to our previous entry that we entered on Friday. And this is the best part about doing live streams. I would have had no idea about Peak, none. And I believe it was Username who first showed it. And of course, I did some FA on it, fundamental analysis. I was like, wow, I really like this coin. And now we're trading it. So that's the best part about doing live streams, is there's a lot of coins I'm not looking at because I'm so concentrated on my coins. And I get other suggestions like, man, I don't know what this one is. What's the market cap? So I start looking at digging. And I was like, wow, the FA is nice, in my opinion, not financial advice. Unlike Username, he always says financial advice. But I see all this stuff and the potential, and well, we enter trades. So we got Pepe, we got Peak. Let's see here. We have Near. Yeah, I'm also looking at Near as well. See here. I will check it out, Tracer Joe. You got a follower in me. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, definitely. If you're not already subscribed to my channel on my YouTube, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitter. I'm posting a lot of like really great stuff, guys. Really great. In my opinion. I'm biased. I see here, Crypto Coin Mindset says, your trading view videos are alpha. Thank you. So with me, what I do is I take nothing for granted. I don't assume that you know anything. I go from the bottom to the top. I go inside and outside, top to the bottom, left to right, the whole nine. And I explain what I'm doing, and I have timestamps for everything too, so that later you can go, oh man, I forgot how to do such and such. You go to the video, hit the timestamp, boom, you're there in a minute. Like these videos are not drawn out. It's one topic, 1 minute. The next topic, I go over stuff, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So I literally cover the entire platform of TradingView, with the exception of paper trading, because it's a whole other video. But just to let you know, I put a lot of hours on that editing, and I did put the message in. I did put the link in the message already, so definitely check that out. Show some support. Watch the video, smash the like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. I put a lot of work into it. The editing, oh my gosh. I wish I didn't edit, and I wish I didn't do timestamps, because that would have saved me like 4 or 5 hours per 30 minutes. Moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list. So we do have 3. We have Pepe, Peak, and Near. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to Vegas. Maybe, well, I'll definitely make the next one. This one, not in the books for me. Not in the books. I want to, though. What to do? Lunar Breacher says, oh, looky there. Joe knows about PVSRA volume candles. Do I? Is that what I had on there? Yeah. So these are, I love this. So under my favorites, I love, if this is what you're referring to, Trader's Reality Main. This, I love this indicator, and it's free. And then this, I love this indicator, and it's free. And this shows you the volume. For volume, for me, very important. Extremely important, because that tells you where the money's at. Now, just because you know the volume doesn't mean that it's going to either go up or down. It can still do whatever it wants. And when I was brand new when I first saw this, and then I kind of got away from it, and then I came back to it just recently, maybe like a year ago, I guess. I love it, and I treat it more so now. It has more value now than it did before, because before I treated it as a buy and sell signal, which it's not, and I would lose more times than I would win. Now, understanding how to trade, I can use this to where it's like, okay, this is where this might go up to, based off of my support, resistance, trend lines, maybe divergence, depending on the market. Because for divergence, it all depends on what market you're in my opinion. And I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Username says, I only chart using Christmas tree. Yeah, same. Nick, what's going on, Nick? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. When you have time, can you help us understand that indicator and how to use it? I don't know what indicator you're talking about. Zero. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it these? I have no idea. You have to be very specific. So whenever you're asking a question, the more specific you are, the better information I can give you. And now, if you're a member of the Piper Academy YouTube channel, you have access to the Discord. And if nothing else, I would strongly recommend just getting the YouTube membership so that you can ask questions. I believe it's on Wednesdays. They have a Q&A and you can ask questions. And they are absolute best people to ask when it comes to their indicators. Absolute best. For me, I use them in a simpler way than probably what they're used for. But I would strongly recommend that if you're not already a Discord member or a YouTube member of Piper Academy, sign up today. Get in the Discord, and then on Wednesdays, what's today? Tomorrow's Wednesday, I believe. You can they have a Q&A, and man, and I'm in there at times. You know, Piper is in there, and we love questions. Absolutely love questions. You have Alex O'Crypto in there. You have OC guy in there. You have a bunch of really talented people in there that are waiting for questions. So if you don't have a Piper Academy Discord membership, strongly recommend you do it. Of course, the higher tier you go, the more you get. It just makes sense. But definitely check that out. Let's see here. Username says, Peak has been nothing short of making me money. Good for you, man. Yeah, Peak is killing it. Absolutely. And thank you, man. Thank you, username, for showing us Peak. I think it's so funny. Some people make money with a coin and they don't want to tell other people about it. But it's no, if you tell people about it, more people are going to buy it, your price goes up. So, yeah. Babette says, hey, Joe, STX, please. Yes, definitely STX. We have room for one more chart. After that, of course, it'll be super chats. And then, of course, your super chat has priority. Just kind of give you all a heads up. See here, Sky High 72 says, hey, Joe, what indicator do you use most on Chart Prime? Tell you the truth, this free one down here, I absolutely love this. So all this is paid, and these are great. Man, I love these. I love the dynamic reactors. I love these they're clouds, but I treat them more of like a resistance bands or resistance zones, support zones. But my favorite is this. And Chart Prime has so many, it's ridiculous. I don't know how they do it. Chart Prime, it's one word, Chart Prime. It's the RSI primed. This is a beast, and it's free. They have a lot of free indicators. So I strongly recommend testing them all out. See what you like, see what you don't like. Then once you like them, and you will, of course, sign up with the link that's in the description, and that way you help support the channel. And there's just so many. This one right here, RSI primed. I have other ones here, Market Oracle Pro, but this is a paid version. So when you pay for it, of course, you get like a suit or suite, however you say it. And there's a lot of indicators in there. You know, some you use, some you won't, some you try out, some you like, some you'll like more than others. But there's so many. Look at this, man. Smart money breakouts for free. Risk reward optimizer for free. So many. I mean, the list goes on and on. Literally goes on and on. So definitely check that out. It's one word, Chart Prime. And I mean, they even have a heat map on here. RSI heat map screener. I've never done it. You can see if you like it. But I don't know how they do that. There's so many for free. So check them out. But I absolutely love this one. This one, it shows me the momentum. Shows me the momentum of the move. You know, where it starts coming up, starts going green, doesn't mean it's going to go up. It just says that, okay, it might start going up. And then if I start seeing this in confluence or agreeing with my other thought process, you know, breaking resistance, finding support, whether it's a trend line or support resistance level, I can see this like, okay, more than likely it's going to go up based off of what I see and based off of this. Now, if I see this, that's like, all right, it's a pretty good move. I hope it comes down. A pretty good chance it will come down due to the move. I look over here oh, it's going towards overbought. It can stay overbought. It can stay up here for a long time. So please don't think, and this is what I used to think when I was just starting, and you can't see it because I have this right here. Please don't think because this is up that the price is going to come down. This can be overbought for a long period of time and continue to go up, price goes up, price comes down about 10%, this resets. So just to let you know, because it's overbought, that was my biggest thing when I first started, or using indicators. Overbought, all my mentors say to sell. Oversold, all my mentors say to buy. It can always go higher, and it can always go lower. Yeah, I got wrecked. I got wrecked big time. All right. But I don't listen to those mentors anymore. Everything that I show you is based off of experience. Hundreds of thousands of hours of back testing in addition to that actual trading. Yeah, I've been doing this for a bit, you know, for 4 or 5 years, about 4 years, maybe a little bit more. But during that whole time, I'm literally in these charts. I worked maybe 2 months prior to going to full time. So I'm literally doing this 10 hours a day minimum, 12, 14, sometimes 16, 18 hours. So I've put in the work, just to give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Army's in the house. He said, what's good, bro? Man, I'm doing good, doing great. Loving the market. You know, up or down, doesn't matter. We make money, of course. Dude, you killed it, man. You absolutely killed it. Of course, you know, I let everybody know that on earlier show today, right around the 13-minute mark and the 18-minute mark, very important information that everybody needs to know. So, you know, if nothing else, you know, watch those segments, but watch the whole thing, you know, smash a like, leave a comment. But so much alpha this morning, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I was watching it in the morning. I couldn't, but I was doing it from my phone. And I smashed a like, and then I went to do the comments, and then I got to do other stuff. I had it going in the background, and so I wasn't typing. But man, just I don't want to say that was your best video, because like the next day it's the next best. Oh yeah, can I get a raise? No, play. But no, man, today killed it. Absolutely killed it. I loved all the info. All right, moving on. See here, Joe, your nose, is it brown again? Trying to get that raise, guys. Trying to get that raise. Just joking. All right. Let's see here. Username says, I love sharing. People just never know when I'm being honest or messing around. True. True. Okay, here. Very good. Let's see here. All right. So Cardano TA. All right. So that is the last one. Man, Banana Republic, you made it just in time. You got the last spot. So Cardano ADA. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charts we're going to do. And the first one is Pepe. Next one is Peak. Well, we're actually going to save Peak for the last. These are going to be done pretty fast. So no more requests. No more requests. If you do want to request, of course, super chat, it gets priority. But right now we have a full list. We have Peak. We have Pepe. We have Near. We have STX, Stacks. We have Cardano, ADA. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So let's go on YouTube. That way we don't share any things we're not supposed to do. This one is Peak. This was from YouTube. So we had our thought process here. I guess we can do this one first since we were here. Let's see here. So for this one, no, I want to share my personal chart that I have for my VIP. So we'll save that one for last. Let's do Pepe first. Pepe, USDT. This one, let's go MEXC. All right, so this was our thought process when we were here. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I love stacks. Yeah, I love stacks as well. And they're going to do well as long as Bitcoin does well. So here's our thought process. What did we see? We saw this zone. Why did we see this zone? Let's kind of zoom out. This zone was created from this candle wick and the candle body. So this is telling me there's selling pressure. This is zone. Let's go to a 4 hour time frame. We can see that it kind of respected it a little bit, but on the lower time frames, we can see that it respected it just a little bit more. Now, when we're looking at this, the price action was right here. We had a really nice range right here. We had really nice buying pressure, all these wicks. And it might be a little bit difficult to see with this color that I have here. So let's go ahead and adjust this. And nice wicks started coming up. Price action was right here when we saw it. And plan A, plan B, you know, it could come down, find support here based off of this, come up, get rejected based off of this zone that we've created, come back down, do a lower low, you know, getting areas of this, and then possibly coming up. And then when you want to enter, it's when it breaks its newly created resistance. That's what you want to do right here. Or it could have come up. We don't enter on this breakout. We wait. The alert goes off. And then, of course, on this one, I think it would have to be, looking at it now, we can do a 1 hour. 1 hour time frame, kind of close above this level. We enter the trade after our alert goes off. As long as the candle closes above all these zeros, 2, 8, 3, 7. There you go. But it went down. It went down right into our buy zone and even lower. So if we would have entered at the moment that we saw it, which would have been somewhere around here, or maybe in here, wherever, no, it had to be around here. We would still be in the trade. Now, granted, this is a much lower stop loss than I would like to do, but because this is a meme coin and there's a lot of volatility in the meme coins, you know, I would hate to get stopped at 4% and then see it run up 30. I would really hate that. Now, do I think this is going to do 30%? Nope, sure don't. It's going to do way more, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong. So we would have still been in the trade. Now we're thinking, can we add to the trade? Or if you miss that setup, can we enter the trade? Well, let us look. Let's see here. We have a low, lower low. However, on here, we have a lower low and then a low. Oh, but we have this one. Never mind. We have a low and a lower low. So this does not count. Low, lower low. So no bullish divergence. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I want to see more ups and downs. More ups and downs. We do have a pivot right here. We actually have a little zone, and I'm using the candle wicks and the candle body. It's still in our buy zone, which is great. We are currently breaking out of this. If the we'll go with 15-minute. Let's do the 15-minute. If the 15-minute candle closes above all these zeros, 2, 3, 7, 1, we can enter the trade. Not financial advice. Now, because we're entering here, we have a much tighter stop loss of around, let's call it 10%. So this would be your stop loss. We'll do Alt J. We'll come over here to our templates. We'll go to stop loss. Now, of course, on the first coin, we always go a little bit deeper, more information on the chart. That way it gives you a bunch of thought process. And then on the following charts, they're much faster, just to let you know. So we're going to copy this, and then we're going to come over here to this. We're going to say this is our stop loss and paste it. So right now we're in the trade. We actually enter the trade, and I'm going to enter this one as well. I'm going to do this one as a leverage trade if I can find, there we go. So this one, all the meme coins right now are going, guys, just to let you know. All the meme, well, not all of them, but meme coins are rocking and rolling. I'm going to do this one a 5x, nothing too crazy. And I'm going to put a little bit of money, and then of course I'll put money low. If it comes down, no, I can't do 5x. I'll do a 2x. I'm only entering 50% right now. I'll do a 2x. I'm going to use this stop loss. So isolated, go 2x, nothing too crazy. To here, stop loss. Now I'm not even going to try to do all those zeros. I'm just going to copy it. So this is a little pro tip that I recommend everybody do. Copy it, and then let's see. Well, I think I have to do more leverage due to the amount of money I want to put in there. We'll go 5. We'll go 5. I won't use that stop loss. I'll have my stop loss up here. So for my stop loss, we'll do it here. Copy. That's not bad, 20%. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do the price. Do the price right now. long. Okay. So I entered it, and we will see if I win. Oh, I did one earlier today on my stream. I haven't even checked it. What was it? What was it? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. That'll work. So I did this earlier on my stream, on my 12 o'clock stream. And this one I went 10x, higher leverage, but it was a really tight stop loss. Really, really tight. And this one was possibly catching a falling knife. And I gave everybody the warnings, catching a falling knife. If I, it's pretty much like right here. And it started coming up, and I entered the trade, and with a super tight stop loss. And I said, if I win this, I'm a genius. And if I was anybody else, I would say, look at me, I'm a genius, etc., etc. But you know, you always have the chance of getting stopped out. And here is doing great, and I think it's going to continue doing great. And right now, I just added this one as well, so we'll see how it goes. But once you have all this in play, you know, does it mean I win all the time? No, no way. Never get that impression. I win, I lose. You know, I could have the perfect setup. I can have the perfect divergence, indicators, everything. We're trading against people, and it's literally level by level. So here, of course, we would enter, and let's see here. What else? This is my personal stop loss because of my leverage. But if you're just doing this a regular trade, this is perfect. Let's see here. Let us do a target. Let's do a target for everybody. It's getting really messy. Let's delete some of our drawings. Once again, the very first one that we do is more in depth. Everything else that follows, and that's why it's very important whenever I start the show, you know, put the coins in, put them in. The faster the better. We do have a limit of about 4-ish, 5 sometimes, and then today we're at our limit. And then once again, after that, you can do super chat if you like for your coin to do. If not, just wait for the next day, or join my group, or not my group, join my live stream the following day at 12, and then ask for it there, and then I'll do that for you. But you have to go first though, because if you wait till the very end of the show, I can only do it for an hour. Okay, moving on. So here, what is our target? Our target, our first one, let's see, our stop loss is what, 20%? Okay. So we need at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, at least. So let's go back to the daily time frame. Can we do anything here? I don't even know what I'm grabbing here. So let me do this. To this, let's go over here to this one. So for this, I would need to use my fib extension tool. Is there anything else prior to that? Nope. Okay. So let me hide all this stuff because I can't see anything. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fib extension. I need 3 points. I need the swing low, the swing high, and the next swing low before the move up. So with that being said, magnitude is on. I have my fib extension right over here. You can see it right here. So we're going to go from the swing low. Everything's going to pop up, so don't freak out. I'm actually going to go from here, from this, the lowest point right here. Low to high to low. Hopefully it's snapped in place. Oh, I don't even have my magnitude on. Like, man, that's pretty good. So snapped in place, snapped in place. All right, so we're good. So these would be our targets. So let's go ahead and take off our magnet tool, and we're going to go one here. Make sure it's white. The next one, we're going to use Alt J, Alt J, Alt J, Alt J, Alt J. So these are the levels, not our targets. Our actual targets are going to be underneath those levels. So we're going to hide this one. That way it's a little bit cleaner. Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go back to the 1-hour time frame. I don't want to see everything so cluttered. So I'm going to get this, hold down shift, move it over. Get this, hold down shift, move it over. Okay, so everything now looks good. So for my first target, I have to do at least 40%. And so this just means that I'm going to hold it longer. And it's right underneath our first target area. So for our first target, it's going to be right here. This is going to be our first target. And this is, can I copy this? Copy. Then here we go. And then target. All right. So here's your setup, guys. We have an entry. We're going to enter now. And this is pretty much how I do it in my group. You know, we're going to enter now. Of course, we do expect it to possibly come down. And the area that I'm thinking it's going to come down to is right around here. You know, hopefully it doesn't hit my stop loss. But if it does, that's fine because you're still in great shape because yours is way down here. Let's see here. I do think if we do come down, this is what we'll see. Something like this. Now, what you could do is you could just wait for it because you could get, oh, you won't get stopped out. I will. It could come all the way down here, which I doubt though. But you, same thing as always, you want it to break its newly created high, then you add to your entry. And there you go. So that is your setup. I hope you do enjoy it. And again, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, but we gave you a stop loss of 20%, which is pretty low, pretty deep, but due to the coin, and that's why it's important to understand coin and everything else. This has to be our first target. Could we make this in a few days? Sure. Could it happen in an hour or two? Definitely. Anything can happen in crypto. Could this take a month? Yes. Do I think it will? No. All right, moving on. Let me bring up the chat. Let me bring up the chats. All right. Very good. Skyhigh72 says, thanks for the info, Joe. No problem, man. No problem. See, I love stats. Yes, indeed. See here. See, Pepe has been great daily trading. Nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, so this one, it looks good. It looks really good. And it looks ready, too. Looks ready. All right. So moving on. I like that one a lot. So let's go ahead and go to YouTube. The next one is going to be near. Now, these are going to be much faster, guys. So get ready. Near, USDT. This one on MEXC. Let's go to a higher time frame. Looking at the daily, we see all these level of fake outs. Bull trap, bull trap, bull trap, and came down. Came down where? To the bottom of our level, our zone. Let's check it out. Came down perfect into our buy zone. And then it broke through it just due because the market was doing what it's doing. Came up here perfect to our level. Came back down. So what do? Well, we set an alert. We set an alert right here. And man, this looks so good. This looks ready. So we're going to set our alert right here. Going to make sure our alert is on. I really do like this setup. And now the 4-hour candle needs to close. Yeah, this definitely has to be a 4-hour candle. It needs to close above this level. So this is our white. No, 2 minutes white. We're going to do blue. And so let me go ahead and take all these off. This is what I was looking at as far as kind of nailing the entry. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So let's go ahead and take off our other drawing tools just so it's a much cleaner chart. And what did I do? So I left that one there. Okay, there we go. And we'll take these off as well. Okay, and we'll take this off too. And we'll take this off too. I think I was doing some training. Oh no, that was showing the resistance, how it was like a bow and it just got resisted. So here here would be your alert. Let's go ahead and make sure that everybody can see what the alert is. Let's go here to this. Did I do that right? I don't think I did. So for this, to copy, to this, to paste. Okay, so we're gonna set it right there. I have too many blues. I have blues over here too. Okay, I guess I already did that. That was my top horses already. But so the 4-hour candle must close above this level. So more than likely, price is going to come up, come down, come up, hit our level. Or our alert, if our 4-hour candle closes above it, it's good. If we close below it, do not enter. None of this is financial advice. I personally would not enter because now we could be doing a top and another top. And then possibly break this level. And then now we could think about going short. But right now, we're thinking, okay, maybe this is a bounce. So I would definitely let the alert go off. Look at the 4-hour candle closing above the blue line, 6.693. If it does, we enter. But right now, we're waiting. Nice one. I like that one a lot. Next one, let's go ahead and put this on our watch list for YouTube Rapid Fire. This is an update for that. Next one is Stacks STX USDT. This one, let's go ahead and go with a MEXC. Let's do MEXC. Now, of course, Blowfin is, the Blowfin link is in the description, so definitely use Blowfin. For me personally, I trade on MEXC and Blowfin. And matter of fact, I'm gonna be doing a video on how to use Blowfin on my channel. More than likely, maybe the next few days, maybe next week. Right now, I'm working on a video for leverage trading, the kind of more of the bells and whistles of it. And that's for my group. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Let's go to the daily time frame. What do we see here? Must wait 4.5 hours before entry. Here we go. Look at this. This was a chart setup that we did way back over here. 4-hour candle must close above this. We had to wait 4.5 hours before we enter. And here we would have been alerted. Candle closed above it. Perfect. We would have entered on this very next candle, which is here. Would we have been stopped out? That's the question. Let's say we entered at the very top of this candle, which is right here. We entered at the very top. Yep, we stopped out. Ah, man. So I would have probably done about right here. I'm looking at these candle body closes and the wicks. I would have been stopped out. Now, one thing with me and my mentorship and my training and my teaching and just my thought process, I tell you what I would do in the moment of the trade versus telling you what I would do because I see that it went up. I could have easily said, yeah, definitely. I'd have my stop loss. Oh, did I get stopped out? Hey, I didn't get stopped out. This is where I would have my stop loss. I didn't get stopped out. So sometimes it gets that close. I didn't see, I thought I got stopped out. But this is where I would have put my stop loss. You know, it's underneath this. I don't have it super, super tight. I have it a little bit lower. I mean, I could have gone lower here, but then you go lower and lower and lower and lower. So I wouldn't have been stopped out. Cool. I thought I got stopped out. That looks like a stop out. But let's just say I got stopped out. Let's just say I knew I would magically do it in the right spot. And let's say I did get stopped out. Okay, no problem. And guess what? Now I have my alert up here. That's all I do. And let's say a couple of days go by and I check it. It's way down here. It's like, oh man, it's come down a whole bunch. Well, after I got stopped out, I look at it. It's like, oh crap. Now it's going up. Then it's coming up and I check on it a few days later and I see this. Well, now because I see this, I put my alert right here. This is the newly created resistance. This is the level that I'm always referring to. It needs to cross this level. Here we go. Right here at the very top. I'm gonna hold shift, make sure it's a straight line. Now my alert goes off. 4-hour candle has to close above this level. It does. I enter the trade. I'm in the trade again. I got stopped out before. Now I'm in it again. Maybe this time it's gonna go up. Now it comes up. I don't get stopped out. Stop loss is underneath this now. So my stop loss would be, let's say I got right. Let's say I didn't get the very bottom. You know, I see so many mentors where they're like, oh yes, I got it right here. No, you didn't. Nobody does it. Oh, you could, but let's just say we got it towards the higher part. You know, more realistic trading. That's what I do. Excuse me. I show more realistic trading. Oh, I'd have to put my stop loss right here, 18%. Do I get stopped out again? Oh, I do. Sometimes that happens. I lost twice in this trade. One was that I got, what, 20%? Well, this one I didn't really get stopped out, but we'll say we did. 20% and 18%. Man, that's a huge hit. Now, do we enter 100% of our entry whenever we're entering a trade? Nope, sure don't. We do 50%. We do 50% and then we see if it's going our way. If it is, then we add when it's going up. Or if we see it bouncing, we can add when it's going down. But losing 20% the first time, let's say we're doing $100 and I'm going to do 50% investment. I'm only putting in $50 in. So in reality, when my stop loss got hit, which it didn't, but we'll say it did, instead of losing $20, I only lose 10 because I only went in half. Scaling into the trade is extremely important. You know, if it goes up to the moon, at least you were in it. If it comes down, at least you're only half in it. So it's always, you know, you have to be very careful. Then here, instead of losing $18, if we're doing a $100 trade, We only entered 50%, so we only lost $9. So in essence, it's not as bad as it looks. So just to let you know. All right. So here we're doing great. We're doing great. You know, we're whatever. And then we get stopped out. I was like, oh man, do I want to even do this one again? I like it. I like the project. I like everything about it. So now it's like, all right, well, I see this right here. I see this. I see this level. It already duped me twice. And so what I'm doing is I'm giving you all my thought process of what I would do in that moment. It's already duped me twice. It broke this level, 4 hour candle close right here, but it's right underneath this. Man, I know as soon as I enter, it's going to come down and then come down, stop me out again. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Well, I have to wait. I'm under resistance. I have to wait. 4 hour candle to close. So now I'm looking at the 4 hour candle, and I didn't even realize I was on a different time frame. 4 hour candle closes right here. Do I enter? No. No. The sting still burns, so I'm waiting. Then I see this red candle. You know what? I'm gonna wait till it breaks this level. I'm just gonna wait till it breaks this level right here. Breaks that level, I'll go. Then this next candle breaks and it goes all the way to the moon. I gotta wait now for it to retrace. I cannot enter this trade right now. It moved too much. Look at all these candles. Look at the size of the candles. They're tiny. Then big, kind of a larger move, then we're okay. And then a huge move. If I enter right now, I have a very, very high likelihood it's going to come all the way down here. And I don't want to enter a trade and then lose 20% off the bat. So this is another thing I do. I look at the momentum of the trade. I look at the strength of the trade. I look at the candle bodies, the size. I look at the wicks, the size of the wicks as well. I'm looking at all this stuff before I enter the trade. I don't just buy the breakout or just buy the retest or just enter in the zone. I have to put all that into a formula to see if I'm going to, and I don't. It comes down, looks great, pumps up again. Very high chance it's going to come down here. This right here is a fair value gap. Very high chance it's going to come right into this area. So I wait. I would like to see it bounce off of here. So now price comes down into this area. Beautiful. Now, of course, we don't know this happened yet. It comes here, bounce. Awesome. Coming up. Do I enter? Not really. This is a falling knife, catching a falling knife. I wanted to create a pivot and then break that pivot. So right now what I'm doing is I'm looking for this to break. Once this breaks, I'll enter the trade, knowing that I have resistance zone right here. But I'm only in for 50%. Then it comes down, comes up. Here's the next level that I need to break. Now, do I enter on this level? No way. Why? This one is really, really close. So I would have to do this one. So this one goes away. Comes down, starts coming up, and it doesn't break the level. I don't enter. Comes down, comes up. Here's another level. Can we enter this one? No, because it's really close. So it comes down, starts coming up. Now it's breaking this level. Looking good, looking good. We got to wait though. We got to wait because we have this one right here. Breaks this level right here on this one. Now I'm entering knowing that we could, not because I see this. I know, because you see it. No, not because I see it. Because this is what I do all the time. Here, come up, come down, come up. We entered here. We have a pretty good chance. We have a pretty good chance. And I'm not even looking at this part. I'm looking at this part. Look at all this action right here. Up and down, up and down. Now this just happened to be here. I'm literally looking straight. And then I'm drawing across and it happens to be there. Now for me, entering here, I have a pretty good chance that it's going to possibly bounce here based off of prior support resistance, that it might bounce. And if it gets rejected, well then now this is my rejection zone. It has to break above this before I can get bullish. And of course it comes down. Again, I'm not a Monday quarterback, you know, Sunday, all the time Sunday. I show you what I would do in the actual moment of the trade. Comes up, breaks this level. Now I add to my entry. This is what I do. This is what I teach. This is how, in my opinion, super easy way to trade. Do we lose? Yeah, sure. Do we win? Yep, sure do. And then bingo and a bango. Of course, we would have moved up our stop loss by then, for sure. So now the question is, Joe, you spent 20 minutes of giving us information that doesn't even help with do we insure now? All the information I provided is to give you information so that you can see how my brain works when it comes to trading. So now, even though I said it was going to be super quick, we still got to do ADA and then the last one. The last one's going to be easy though. All right. So here, we do have this coming up, coming down, looking for any kind of zones. I got to go to the larger time frame again for the zones. Okay, so for this one, I'll just kind of do this one really quick since I did not realize I spent so much time on that. Here's my zone. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. It's bouncing out of our zone. Do we enter the trade? No, we need to see ups and downs. So here we would have entered the trade. Right here we would have entered. But now would I enter right now? Nope. Why? We have too much up. We need up and down, up and down. We need that. So if we would have looked at this, if I wouldn't have been talking so much, we could have entered this trade maybe an hour ago, I guess. But I do like it. I do think it's going to come down. And of course, for the pattern traders, where they're going to see we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder to the upside. I don't do that. I don't draw patterns. I know them because that's the first thing I learned. But what I do now is I do boxes. Boxes to me are easy. So this is, let's go ahead and do this one a little bit more. And these are just zones. You know, we have where the candles stopped. You know, it would support, 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 support. Come up, resistance, support down here, support. So this is telling me inside of my box, I have another box inside. What I enter right now? No, I'm literally right underneath resistance twice. Now, in order for me to enter this trade, it would have to break this level up here. Why didn't I choose this one? Because it's really close to this one. Why didn't I choose this one? Because it's really close to this one. Well, why am I choosing this one and not these up here? Because it would just go on forever. And plus, this is above our zones. So for me, it would have to break above this blue line, 2.240. And we can do the 15-minute time frame on stacks. So the 15-minute time frame needs to close above 15-minute. I'm going to do percent. 15-minute needs to close above this blue line, and I would definitely set an alert above this wick so that when it finally does hit, well, I'll do 2 alerts. I'll do 2 alerts. So let's go ahead and put this as our alert. All right, so we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. You're doing great. I'm loving the chat. The chat is amazing. So set alerts. If you enjoy the content that I'm providing, guys, if you enjoy the TA, the Trade Academy on Piper Academy Network, you know, we have a 4 o'clock slot. And if you're enjoying this, let me know with the 4. Put a 4 in the chat if you're enjoying this. My goal is to make you money. My goal is to give you the thought process that I have when it comes to actually entering trades. And you know, this will make you money. Not financial advice, but never trust me. Verify. See if it makes you money. See if you make some good money. All right, moving on. So this is where I would do my entry or my at least alerts so that we can see this. All right, so now the last one, but the other one, I have one more, but that one I'm gonna show you from my personal VIP group. So let's do ADA, USDT. And this one, let's do MEXC. This one right underneath the resistance. I do think that it's going to come down to, let's take off our magnet tool. I do think it's going to come down to about here, which is around this level. Come down to about here before coming up and then going up. Would I enter when it breaks this level? Nope. Why? Right under this level. Would I enter on the break of this level? Nope. Why? Under this level. Would I enter? Nope. Nope. Here I already have a line that's established. I would have to use that line. So I would set an alert above all these candle bodies, candle wicks, and my alert would be right here. And of course, my alerts are always orange. So if you're ever wondering my color coding, my alerts are always orange. So let's go and put this like that. I would wait. If you wanted to try to nail the entry on the 15-minute time frame, if it does something like this, then you can enter the trade. This is a much safer trade. For this one, we can do the 15-minute time frame as well. Candle close needs to close above this 15 minutes. Okay. Now for the last one is peak. This one is peak. So this is my VIP chart setup. Now for this one here, this was a add to our entry. Our first entry, we're up 16% if we get stopped out. Our second entry for all my new members, their stop loss would be about 18%. Now granted, this is pretty low, but look at the market cap. So one thing that's very important, and on the next show, on the 4 o'clock show, if you're interested in knowing more about why the market cap is important, I will share that with you. We're already at the end of this show, but it's very important, in my opinion, whenever you're doing a trade, to understand market cap, understand volume, liquidity, order books, what category is it in. All these play a vital role in trading. And if you have all that knowledge, when it comes to trading, you can see, oh, not only that, but the price action, the momentum of the move, the strength of the move. If you can put that all together, you can pretty much see where the price might go. Now, if it goes your way, that doesn't mean you're a genius. That just means you're a great student. That's all that means. Could you be wrong? Yes. Will you be wrong? Yes. But when you're right, man, it feels good. So here, price action was here. And for this one, we were looking at it already. Our members were already in the trade. Some of them were gonna just get in it. And I give this scenario. If you want to, you can add now, knowing that we have a very high chance of pulling back. Why? Because of this run up. Look at the candle body sizes. Look at the wicks. We have buying pressure, the candle, the momentum coming up. It should have, based off of this kind of pattern, as far as what the candles are doing, up, down, and here should have come down. It didn't. It went further up. So when we saw it here, I'm thinking, okay, more than likely we're going to come down to this area where I have my box, and then potentially go up, maybe come down and go up. Look at where we're at already. If we go to a smaller time frame, you can see this. It came down, it went up, and it came down. Came down, went up, and came down. What we're waiting for is the break of this newly created resistance. You see how all this is coming together? It's like a puzzle. Now, for my puzzle, because the way I teach and I mentor, it's literally like 4 pieces. Even username can do this puzzle. Yes. It's not one of those 5,000 piece puzzle. Username could literally do this puzzle. 4 pieces. We might have to help them out with the last one, but hey, we're family, right? So we can do it. So right here, peak, in my opinion, is really good. I do like it. Currently, it looks like we're possibly doing a higher low. Would we enter this trade right now if we just saw it? Nope, sure wouldn't. Sure wouldn't. We would wait for it to break this zone. Once it breaks above this zone, well, then we have the 786 right here. So what we could do is we could have our alert right here. Have our alert right here. And this is our alert. And then for here, we'll actually set the alert, because more than likely, I might update the group again to check on the trade if they didn't enter, add to your entry. But let's see here, go with this. And then so that you can see this nice and good, there is your alert. But for me personally, I would have to wait for the alert to go off. And then I would do the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame needs to close above this level. Let's do this in blue so it's not so confusing. 0.7011. Now, if you didn't see it, our targets. Oh, this is us moving up our stop loss. So that's another thing I do for my group. We move up stop losses. Let's see here. So our targets way up here, 44%, 69%. These are our targets for the group. So that is a special bonus for you guys today. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who is here. Once again, put a 4 in the chat for me, please. Put a 4 in the chat. Let me know that you enjoyed this stream that we did. And again, this is the Trade Academy, the TA with T.I. Joe, Trade Intuition, here on the Piper Academy Network. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I show you the who, the what, the where, the when, the how, and especially the why. I show you all that stuff when it comes to trading. I absolutely love doing this. This is my passion. I want everybody here to make money. Everybody here. So if you're making money, good. If you're not, don't worry. We got you. Here at Piper Academy, we strive to be the absolute best. This is the absolute best network you could ever imagine. Now, of course, all the stuff is up top as far as the shows. For the nightcap, we changed the time from 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8. So please take note of that. We would love to see you there at 8 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. And it's just a family. We're a family. We're learning together and we're earning together. With that being said, guys, I do thank you very much. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. Here we make it easy, just a little bit easier. Trading is only as hard as you make it. It really is. Now, if you have these chart prime indicators, man, get out of here. Even better, even better. So once again, guys, my name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. We'll see you tomorrow or later on tonight on the nightcap. Take care, guys. And as always, let's make this money. See ya.
In the land of digital gold, TA with T.I. Joe, we bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy Network, the mission.
Piper Academy, place to be. Piper Academy Network. All right, guys. Y'all take care. We'll see you all later on tonight.